This is Realm Royale. We're here on Xbox Series X taking a look at the game that has been reforged. That's right, it's Realm Royale Reforged. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. So with this getting a big revamped upgrade, there's numerous changes to the experience, the style of gameplay, and, well, what it aims to offer. So it should be noted that this game is FPS boosted. So we're getting a 4K resolution at 120 FPS if you play with the FPS boost. I mean, if you don't, you're going to get 60 FPS, right? So, I mean, no matter what you do, you're automatically getting the best version of this experience, I would say. So, it's kind of neat. It's got crossplay, so there's cross-platform play, which is present if you want to connect with others. There's auto HDR support. So the game has quite a lot going on in it. What can I say? And it's called chicken things. Okay, I gotta kill both these chicken things before they get back up. I don't know why we're having so much trouble killing these chickens. Would somebody please help me kill these chickens that are trying to kill each other? This is just absolutely madness. So the game is a battle royale where I guess 100 players go in and they try to, like, you've got to be kidding me. One of these people have to die. Is it like just like endless respawning? I don't really, I can't fathom this, that they keep just getting like, you know, re-chickenized. Some people get re-chickenized. I feel like I'm just shooting at stuff and nothing is happening at all. So anyways, the game, like I was saying, has been heavily revamped. It's now got an actual class-based system again, or more of a direct class-based system again, which is interesting. So you essentially are fitting into one of these classes. You could be like a warrior, a mage, you know, and you can do different things like mages actually shoot projectiles and whatnot. And then you go about and you scavenge and explore. What did I get killed from? Like from a cross? I shot these guys when they were chickens like 30 times. I've chickenized them so often. I can't even. Oh, and it's free to play too. So they've rebalanced like forging stuff and crafting stuff and armor stuff. And there's a lot to this one. Oh, you're finally dead. Wow. It's about time. And then there's different classes of armor systems that you can collect. And it's meant to be a bit more focused on like item gathering in combat and fighting in combat. Like as in less about like just the balancing of how you combat and fight one another has changed quite a bit. But you know, the same thing is kind of present. You're in the world, you drop down, you explore, you scavenge, and you try to be the last person or team kind of standing. There's a lot of danger out there in the world as everyone tries to kill you. Are the guns I have just like useless or something? I'm so genuinely confused about the weapons of this. Okay, now I'm a chicken. Do I get to take 50 billion shots before I die? Like, I can't even sometimes in this, honestly. I'm just like, you know, I'm out here shooting. And these chickens, they don't. I think they made it so the chickens don't die as easily or something. I don't know. But it's just kind of like, really? But it's a neat, you know, fantasy thing. Oh, come on, the gun's not reloaded. Okay, how's your turret still alive after you've already... I really just can't comprehend some of the stuff in this game, I gotta be honest. It's weird, because I remember the chickens dying so much easier, and now it's just like a real, honestly, just a pain to kill these things. Oh, you're finally dead. Wow. It's about time. Oh, I missed out on that thing. So they definitely have done some changes in this one, gameplay-wise. And I think those are kind of neat. Like, it is pretty brutal combat-wise, where you can die, you know, very fast. That is for sure. I should probably get out of here. I've only got so much like health and whatnot. And yeah, gathering chests, fighting. There's a bunch of different biomes that you can end up in when you are fighting along. Okay, maybe should we go for the shotgun over this thing? I really don't know. None of this stuff is very good. I just keep getting a lot of garbage. What can I say? But yeah, it's definitely a very different game. I kind of liked it when I played it, but I was under the, like, you know, my understanding was that this one had kind of, like, died or died out. It seems like people are still playing it. The balance of, like, you know, bot fill and stuff is something you could question, I suppose, but definitely does seem like there's people roaming around and whatnot, so, you know, I would say that the game's relaunch maybe is getting people back into it to a degree. Wait, we're in the final circle? We didn't even move around at all this whole game. We've just literally been fighting here in this one spot. Okay, you've got to be kidding me with this chicken thing. Yeah, so I guess the thing is they keep coming back. That feels like a bot. I killed with useless auto sniper. Okay, so anyways. Yeah. You're trying to survive, fight, take on the enemies. The ring gets smaller, everybody gets knocked inwards. Trying to do your best. There's a mount system too, so you can like summon your mount and whatnot, which is kind of nice. Ice staff, well, that doesn't really help me a whole lot here. Oh wow, the gatekeeper. That's a pretty good weaponry tool, I will say. Yeah, and there are a lot of like working with your teammates kind of systems in this one. If that makes sense, where you are kind of gathering your resource things in order to take on others. Where'd the stupid chicken thing go? I think the whole chicken system is neat. I hear this thing balking around, and I don't see it. It's driving me crazy. So now I need to... I mean, I'm going to get shot in the back eventually, because it's going to come and attack me again. So, yeah, they've redone some of the environmental elements. I still think it looks pretty good. It's got a neat art aesthetic to it, I would say. You know, I find it to be aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. So you get them and then they run away as a chicken thing. Where did this chicken go? Chicken took out... Oh, I guess you got so many chickens you can become too. X amount of chicken lives. Yeah, it's utterly fascinating. So it looks like we're being pushed into the final ring kind of thing here. The fog preparing to converge. And you just gotta kind of make the best of it. Hopefully this footage is all good and stuff too. I had to film this a different way, obviously, doing the 120 FPS action. But yeah, you kind of play your different classes, and you like level certain things in them. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that be a little bit of a damage to me. Not fungus. Totally sounds like a real gamer tag. Yeah. I mean, for like an ultra attacking chain gun here, sure does seem to be doing a minimal amount of damage. I wonder if the strategy's changed where you like literally don't interfere with the chickens now because it's just not like worth it. But this is the forge. It's where you could forge things, which would help your team out. And I always found that that was an interesting mechanic in the game. This is really getting intensive, I gotta say. But we're in the end game now. How the heck do you even notice me? Okay, that's ridiculous, actually. I was eliminated by a noob. Huh. Alright, well, let's find another match, I guess. Alright, we're back for another round. We've got more danger and stuff to do. Yeah, this must be like... I don't know what this is, but it's weird. Like, you don't even get to use the whole map and stuff. Maybe it's more of like a confined version of the battles or something. I don't know. Some of the stuff in this is a little bit weird. It has changed a lot. It has been quite a while since I played it, but it's mostly like, hey, coming back into this, talking about some of the changes, giving you an idea of how this one has been adjusted over time. Because like I said, I mean, I like the core gameplay of it. Yeah, no wonder everyone was so, like, confined in, like, one space. That makes sense. I was just like last time, I was like, why is everybody here in this, like, little tiny bubble? This guy is like headbutting me down. I think it makes you like invincible as those things. Really? I literally shot that thing so many times. Yeah, you're like invincible as a chicken now. Maybe this is like a weird game mode of it I'm playing. I remember the chickens just being like completely useless back in the day. But now the chickens are like literally invincible chicken things. I really can't comprehend what is going on in this mode. And a lot of people just kind of standing there in one spot, going around in circles. It's a little bit weird. It's like a death match as opposed to actual battle royale. I mean, it's kind of, it'd still be a battle royale, but yeah. Everybody's so confused. They're like, "How are these chicken things killing me?" Huh. It's so weird. Oh, we got a longsword? Oh, nice. Yeah, so there's the restrictions based on the classes now, I guess. I don't know, is that better than my sword? I feel like a sword is better than a throwing axe, but well, you could get rid of that. And then it's like you just keep throwing it. It's like the Leviathan. I'm so confused by this whole situation. I don't even know if you can kill the chickens. I feel like they're literally invincible. Oh, but I've died now, thankfully. On to the next match, I guess. Alright, so I found the issue was the fact that we were doing like a limited time mode of intense combat. That's what the squads thing was. So, you know, now we're doing a trios match here, so this will be more like the traditional battle royale where you actually move around the map. Yeah, which is interesting. I mean, the other gameplay is just more focused action, so you actually get an idea of like what intense combat actually looks like in the game. But you know, it's good all the same. So I don't know where my team ended up in. They're over in Trinity Hills. I'm in Guntown because somehow I couldn't get an idea of a lockdown of where my team was. So now I'm kind of way out of the way in that one squad mate that isn't chilling with everybody else. So that is my role today. So as you can tell, a lot quieter when everyone's not spawning in one area battling to the death. And that in itself is riveting here for actual combat. But, you know, it's the same as every battle royale we've seen. It's just got a nice fantasy twist to it that I actually think works quite well. Obviously, it's something I think any audience type can jump into and play because, yeah, it's simplistic and straightforward. I don't know if I necessarily love the changes to the fact that it's now, like, more strict class-based combat, but I suppose when they are trying to create a distinction for their game and wanting to set themselves apart, or really trying to shake things up and reinvigorate the experience to get new players back, jumping back into it, you know, it makes a lot of sense to me that this would be the kind of way you would go with it. I don't necessarily know what the issue was having people play around with different weapon classes before, but if it was a big thing with the community, again, I don't really know. I just kind of covered it like a long, long time ago, right? So long ago. But yeah, if it was a big thing with the community, I guess it makes sense to make a big change up. What does this do? So that's fire. That's a push. Okay, let's make a turret there instead of that, because then we can do the fire burn area, and then we can get a turret, right? Yeah, I can also see why the armor change system was done. I think that actually makes a lot of sense to me. Why they would go in that direction. There you go. Because it's not too hard just to swap your gear and stuff. It's not too bad. I like quality of life. I guess additions or changes to this game. I I definitely get what they're going for with this. Kind of like streamlining some things. It's neat. I want to go take a look at the Forge system. And the high frame rate's really nice. I guess I should have mentioned a lot earlier too, because I forgot about this. Is, you know, I'm playing at 120 FPS. I can't like record 120 FPS. YouTube doesn't support it. And obviously I'm just kind of recording it and showing it as is, so you get an idea of the look of it and everything like that. But very clean, good looking game. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily like some kind of insane next-gen looking thing, but it's not bad either. Kind of like the visual aesthetic and the style of it. Yeah, so you're supposed to go here and then use the Forge, and then you collect these points you have. Universal Forge, specific upgrades. And yeah, you're supposed to essentially, like, scrap things is what, you know, used to be the big thing. So you'd scrap that, and then you'd get, like, 10 points and whatnot. So you would, things you didn't want from the chests, you would scrap in order to get points for things you do want. And that was a big part of the gameplay, was this mechanical system of scrapping and then building things. It was also kind of the way that you would get the resurrection for your teammates, bringing them back and stuff like that. You need armor potions and upgrades, but obviously going to need a lot more supplies in order to get that done. Okay, where was that from? Ow.
Using my health potion.
Oh, who's the chicken now?
I know what I'm having for dinner. Yes.
See, now I'm gonna die because I'm a chicken. I killed their one friend and they didn't like it. Haha. See, now the chickens actually die. That makes sense, because I was sitting there, I was like, these chickens, they feel no danger. But yeah, like I was saying, it's an opportunity. My teammates can essentially use their collected points in order to bring me back. And you get X amount of, like, chicken type things you can do. Oh, but it seems like they're in a bit of a battle. I'd say the 120 FPS is really nice. It's a good fluid sort of improvement. It gives you a big advantage in combat if you actually have the weapons to go toe-to-toe with people. But yeah, this is way better where you can actually kill the chicken things. That other mode's weird. You just let the chickens roam wild. I think the bigger question is whether these guys are going to resurrect me or just kind of leave me, and I'm wondering if I should like find another lobby, but they're good to watch anyways. They're actually going around doing stuff. This one's got some crazy armor going on. Now they're just kind of running against the wall. Okay. They know about the resurrection system. I mean, they have enough points to go and resurrect me, but... Cobble kind of sounds like a bot name, but, you know. with crossplay these days, you never really know what kind of tags you're getting. Also, you know, the gamer tag system itself is now like numbers and stuff. Yes, go to the Forge, it's right there on your map. Oh, wow, okay. Yes, use your mount, it's a good idea to get there faster. It only costs like 30, it's just like a minor inconvenience to bring your teammate back. You've got to be kidding me. It sounds like there's going to be people at the Forge. I think our teammates are going to die. No, they got it. They know what's up. Oh, they're doing pretty good. Big fights going on. Yeah. Well, these guys are taking it to him. Getting the shots off. Although I swear Cobble plays like a bot. No, a little bit of jump. No. This player definitely seems like a real player. I think I'm being resurrected. A scroll of resurrection. You can do it, Cobble. But neat game. Kind of fun, kind of quirky. Easy-going battle royale action with a little bit of a different, like, hybrid fantasy guns and everything like that kind of gameplay. That's neat. I get what it's going for. I'm almost resurrected.